Students, welcome to the next video of Hornbill Lesson 6, the Browning version by Terence Rattigan. Before launching into the lesson, let's have its introduction. The lesson, the Browning version, is an extract from a play, the Browning version, written by Terence Rattigan and translated by Robert Browning. The scene of the play is set in a school. Mr. Frank is a young teacher and Crocker Harris a middle-aged teacher. Taplow is a boy of 16 who has come in the school to do extra work for Crocker Harris. But Mr. Harris is not arrived yet. But Mr. Harris is not arrived yet, and Mr. Frank finds Taplow waiting for him. Taplow is expecting his results the next day. Mr. Harris has not arrived because it is his last day at the school, and he is very busy. As Mr. Frank comes and finds Taplow waiting for Mr. Harris, and both fall into conversation. The conversation between Taplow and Frank gives the reader an insight into the characters of teachers as well as students. Taplow reveals what type of teachers Crocker Harris is. Frank also reveals himself. He is very different from Crocker Harris. He encourages Taplow to mimic Crocker Harris. This small excerpt of the play shows the mutual jealousy between teachers. From paragraph 2nd, it's reading. Well, no sir, I don't think the play is muck. Exactly. I suppose in a way it's rather a good plot. Really, a wife murdering her husband and all that. I only mean the way it's taught to us. Just a lot of Greek words strung together and 50 lines if you get them wrong. Frank, you sound a little bitter, Taplow. Taplow, I am rather, sir. Frank, kept in A. Taplow, no sir, extra work. Frank, extra work on the last day of school. Taplow, yes sir, and I might be playing golf. You would think he would have enough to do anyway himself, considering he is leaving tomorrow for good. But oh no, I missed a day last week when I was ill, so here I am. And look at the wizard, sir. Frank, bad luck. Still, there is one comfort. You are pretty well certain to get your remove tomorrow for being a good boy in taking extra work. Taplow, well, I am not so sure, sir. That would be true of the ordinary masters, all right. They just wouldn't dare not to give a chap a remove after his taking extra work. But those sort of rules don't apply to the crook, Mr. Crocker Harris. I asked him yesterday outright if he had given me a remove, and do you know, sir, what he said? Frank, no, what? Taplow, imitating a very gentle, rather throaty voice. My dear Taplow, I have given you exactly what you deserve. No less and certainly no more. Do you know, sir? I think he may have marked me down rather than up for taking extra work. I mean, the man's hardly human. He breaks off quickly. Sorry, sir, have I gone too far? Students, before the explanation of this paragraph, let us see some words related to it before the explanation. Plot. It has different meanings as plot a piece of land, plot conspiracy, plot here the series of events which form the story of a novel, film, etc. Even in drama also, the series of events which form the story of novel, film, drama, etc. For example, the play had a very weak plot, or I can not follow the plot of this novel. Bitter, caused by anger or hatred. Bitter is emotion and it is a negative emotions caused by anger or hatred against someone. For example, she was bitter about a bitter quarrel. Bitter about something, very unhappy or angry about something that was happened because you feel you have treated unfairly. Ordinary, ordinary means normal. Ordinary is adjective and it means normal, not unusual or different from others. As it's interesting to see how ordinary people live in other countries. Again, it's interesting to see how ordinary people live in other countries. Chap. Chap means a young man or a boy. Outright. Open and direct. In an open and direct way. In other words, frankly. For example, she told them outright what she thought about it. Okay? Other meaning you can say complete and clear. As an outright victory. They were able to buy house outright. Let I explain this paragraph. As Mr. Frank asked Taplow whether Achilles Agamemnon is a filthy piece of work, is it his well deliberated opinion about Agamemnon, a literary work in Greek language? Taplow gets hesitated and replies him no respectfully. Taplow gets hesitated at the question of Mr. Frank and replies him respectfully no sir and gives his clarification regarding his previous statement about Agamemnon that the play is not a dirty piece of work, of course. He thinks in some other way the play contains rather a good series of events which makes the plot interesting. It is really a good plot in which a wife murders her husband and all such that Taplow clears it to Mr. Frank that the way the play is so complicated. He clarifies the play is good, but why the play is so complicated? The reason is the way of teaching. A lot of Greek words are used along with English. If you think a word in a wrong way, then you will have to go through 50 lines. Mr. Frank tells Taplow that his voice sounds a little bitter towards the book. Taplow accepts that he himself is little bitter, not the book or play. Mr. Frank asks Taplow whether he has been called here to stay for extra hours as punishment. Taplow replies him respectfully that not for to stay extra hour, but for extra work. Mr. Frank shows surprise that he has been called for extra work on the last day of the school. Taplow finds Mr. Frank a little favorable to him, so he tries to show the punishment given by Mr. Crocker Harris wrong. He says to him that he might be playing golf if he is not to come here for extra work. As Taplow sees some favors in Mr. Frank, and therefore he opens his heart before Mr. Frank and says that if he was not called by Mr. Crocker Harris there, then he would play golf. He tells Mr. Crocker that Mr. Harris would have enough to do the things. Anyway, himself could excuse him, but he did not, considering that Taplow should be left for tomorrow. But he did not do, as I had missed a day last week as I was ill, so I am here for extra work. Taplow seeks favor for himself against being called for extra work as punishment from Mr. Crocker Harris. He requests Mr. Frank to look at the fine weather, fine and fit for the golf, and here he is compulsion to stay at the school for extra work. As in this way, Taplow seeks Mr. Frank's favor, requesting him to look towards the fine weather, a weather fine and fit for the golf, and here he is compelled to come to stay at school for extra work as punishment. Mr. Frank considers it a bad luck for him, but he sees a comfort in Taplow's favor. Mr. Frank tells him that he may become certainly sure about getting his removed tomorrow for being a good boy in taking extra work. Taplow responses him in negative, saying him that would be true of the ordinary masters. All right. The ordinary masters wouldn't have courage not to give a lad his result pass after he is taking extra work. But those kind of rules are not applied to the teacher Mr. Crocker Harris. He says to Mr. Frank, I asked him yesterday frankly, have you given me a remove, sir? And do you know, sir, what he said? Frank replies Taplow in negative and asks, what did he say? Taplow says to him, imitating a very gentle, rather a throaty voice, my dear Taplow, I have given you exactly what you deserve, no less and certainly no more. And further says him, do you know, sir, I think he may have marked me down rather than up for taking extra work. I mean, the man Crocker Harris is no human. He is a man without kindness. Then Taplow stops talking quickly and speaks sorry to Mr. Frank for going too ahead in criticizing Mr. Crocker Harris. Students, let's proceed on the next paragraph of this lesson, the Browning version, paragraph 3rd. Let's see its reading. Yes, much too far. Taplow, sorry sir, I got carried away. Evidently. He picks up a newspaper and opens it. A. Taplow. Taplow, yes sir. Frank, what was that Crocker Harris said to you? Just A. Repeat it. Would you? Taplow, imitating again. My dear Taplow, I have given you exactly what you deserve, no less and certainly no more. Frank, looking severe, not in the least like him. Read your nice Aeschylus and be quiet. Taplo with dislike. Aeschylus. Frank. Look, what time did Mr. Crooker Harris tell you to be here? Taplo. 6:30, sir. Frank. Well, he is 10 minutes late. Why don't you cut? You could still play golf before lock up. Taplo, really shocked. Oh no, I couldn't cut. Cut the crook, Mr. Crooker Harris. I shouldn't think it's ever been done in the whole time he has been here. God knows what would happen if I did. He would probably follow me home or something. Students, before the explanation of this paragraph, let's see some words. Words to be noticed. Got carried away means got astray in emotions. Got carried in emotions. Evidently means surely, of course, certainly. Imitating means in mimic way, doing mimicry of Mr. Harris. He is imitating, he is making a mimicry of the teacher. Deserve means fit for, suitable to. Shiva means strong, strict. You cut means escape from the school. Take benefit of teachers being late and escape from the school means cut. Really shocked means becoming sad truly. Probably means perhaps. Let us see its explanation. As Taplo, the schoolboy, mimics a very gentle, of course, authoritative voice of Mr. Harris and makes an excessive criticism about him, as Mr. Harris might have marked him down rather than up for taking extra work. At this severe comment of Taplo, Mr. Frank says that you are going beyond the limit. Taplo realizes his mistake and speaks sorry for it and says that he had got carried away in emotions. Frank says, surely, and he, that is Mr. Frank, picks up a newspaper and opens it, saying, you Taplo, tell me again, what was that Crooker Harris said to you? Just you repeat it. Taplo again imitates Mr. Crooker's voice and says, my dear Taplo, I have given you exactly what you deserve, no less and certainly no more. Frank looks severe, not having a little look like him, commands or orders Taplo to read his nice Aeschylus and be quiet. Taplo exhibits dislikeness and speaks out Aeschylus. Again Mr. Frank asked Taplo what time Mr. Crooker Harris told him to be there. Taplo says him respectfully at 6:30. Frank advises Taplo to see he is 10 minutes late. That is, Mr. Crooker Harris himself is 10 minutes late. Why he, that is Taplo, does not go away from the school, or why Taplo does not run away from the school, take benefit of the teachers being late. He could still play golf before becoming detained in the school compound. Taplo gets a real shock and exclaims that he couldn't escape from the school. It was not possible for him, as he expresses his view towards Mr. Crooker temperament. He expresses his view towards Mr. Crooker's temperament, Mr. Crooker's nature, and says to take a cut from Mr. Harris is not possible for him. He even shouldn't think about having a cut that it has ever been done in the whole time Mr. Harris has been there in the school. Means it has been not possible in the whole time till Mr. Harris has been there in the school. He expresses his fear to Mr. Frank. For Mr. Harris, Taplow says, God knows what would happen if he did so. He, that is Mr. Croker Harris, perhaps follow him home or does something other act if he makes cut.